All right, please welcome out to the Imus program, Bernard's congressman from New York and many other people. The newly powerful Congressman Peter King. Good morning, Congressman King.
Don, how are you? It's great to be with you. Whenever I'm with you, I am powerful.
That is so patronizing and phony. You're just unbelievable.
Yeah, but everybody knows I didn't mean it, so.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Occupy Wall Street, mayor finally cleaned them out. What's your view?
Oh, it's great. I mean, they're a bunch of low-life dirtbags. They should have gone out a long time ago. I mean, here are people living in dirt and disease, and, the sanitation workers were saying it was the worst smells they ever had anywhere. Now, it really bothered me that the media was giving these people credibility. I mean, you could have a legitimate cause, but you don't have to be living in dirt and drugs, sex, the whole bit. I mean, it was just absolute, lowlifes, and they were somehow exalted as being some sort of a freedom fighter. So, and also, a public park means it should be open to the public, and yet, except for them, nobody else can use that park. So I think the police did the right thing, the mayor did the right thing, and the judge did the right thing. They can assemble, they can march, but they have no right to be carrying on that way and keeping other people from using the park and turning it into just a cesspool for disease.
Yeah, the dirt and the filth I have a problem with, but I don't have any big problem with the drugs or the sex.
That's why I threw it in there to see how you'd respond. See, if you went through it, you'd turn your life around.
I don't have a dim view of those two.
I understand.
How
about all the disease that comes from that? Remember, we're talking about a bunch of low-life people down there.
Yeah.
What that does to the neighborhood, what that does to the rapes that were going on. Seriously, I mean, these were people who are on the outcasts of society, and somehow we exalted them to be something, some kind of sainthood.
21 till they are here in the Imus program, talking with Congressman Peter King, hating on the protesters down there at Occupy Wall Street. So, hey, this Congressional Super Committee, are you on that?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay. Anyway, their deadline on this debt reduction is 9 days. Oh, first of all, what are they trying to do? That's the first part of the question. And then, secondly, do you think they'll do it? Well, first, what are they trying to do?
Yeah, they have to come up with $1.2 trillion in savings. And that can be a combination of savings, tax cuts, but it's $1.2 trillion. And they have, as you say, I think it's 8
It doesn't
days.
include tax increases, does it?
Yes, it could, yeah. And
Okay.
That's part of the dispute.
Why'd you leave that out?
What's that?
Why did you leave that out then?
I said taxing. Will you open your ears? I mean, God's sake. I get up early to do your show. You don't even listen to me. I said...
I'm listening to you, but I happen to be hearing impaired. I'm sorry.
Oh, I figure that.
But I have a handicap.
I mean, you have prostate cancer now. Your ears are going everything. Come on.
At least I can get hearing aids. You can't get anything for being a dope. So, anyway, go ahead.
Actually, been going over you, I feel smart, though. Now, listen, here's
Don't make me come to your house.
Come on, you live in the Upper West Side. You're so rich, you wouldn't be out in my working-class neighborhood.
Anyway, go ahead. What were you saying before I got out of line with you?
What I was saying is, before you so rudely interrupted
sorry.
my stream of brilliant thought, is that they have to come up with a combination of $1.2 trillion in savings. That could either be budget savings or it could be tax increases. Now, most Republicans are opposed to tax increases. Most Democrats are opposed to the type of structural cuts that will be needed to bring these savings about. That's what the dilemma is about. Having said that, I know that Speaker John Boehner, the Majority Leader Harry Reid, the Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell are meeting, and they are going to be working with the Super Committee, and I'm so confident that we can come up with this. I was with John Boehner the other night on another issue, and this came up, and I just felt a sense of quiet confidence in his part that he thinks it can be done. It's not there yet, but he and Reid and McConnell are working, and it is there, but I think that both sides may have to go places they really maybe wouldn't want to go, but to get to the $1.2 trillion and maybe more, we have to make some tough decisions. We can't
what are some of the stumbling points that's keeping them from reaching this agreement?
Well,
imminent?
Republicans are opposed to tax increases. Now, you go to the view, for instance, though, if certain deductions are eliminated, if does that constitute a tax increase if it brings in more revenue? I wouldn't think it would. I mean, I think there are a number of deductions that can be eliminated or scaled back. I think also there have to be some changes made as far as future Social Security recipients also involving Medicare, and those are going to be very hard for the Democrats to accept. But I think under the deadline of next week, this can be done. And I think that John Boehner is working at it, from what I understand. Harry Reid is also. And then you have the super committee, and you have some, I know it's hard for you to believe, there are people that work hard. I know on the Republican side, you got guys like Dave Camp, Fred Upton, Jeb Hensling. These guys are hard workers. They take it very seriously.
What happens, Congressman, if they don't reach an agreement?
Then the bad part there is what's called automatic sequestration, where there'll be automatic cuts, 50% in domestic spending and 50% in defense and homeland security.
Wow.
I don't think anyone wants that. You're talking about arbitrary cuts, and I know that Leon Panetta has made a very good case that the military could not sustain those type of cuts at this time.
17 till they are here in the Imus program. Talking with New York Congressman Peter King.
That was pretty good, wasn't it? I mean, did they lay it out for you?
Well, no, it was not bad.
Yeah.
But another issue, this fast and furious operation that Eric Holder's apparently misrepresented what he knew and when he knew it. Should he resign?
I haven't called for that yet, but I have real problems with Eric Holder, going back to Guantanamo and other issues. I think he has totally not just botched this operation, but really misled Congress and the American people on it. But I'm from the position that the president is entitled to have his cabinet officials. But I'm coming close to saying that Holder should go. I think that Darrell Issa is doing a very good job on the investigation. But I'm not going to quickly call for resignations. The president, as the chief executive, should be entitled to have people in his cabinet he wants, even if they're doing a poor job. I'm coming close to the edge with Holder.
Well, what's going to push you over the edge?
I would say if any more comes out about what he knew and when he knew it and what he didn't tell the Congress, and also that'd be the main thing right now. How much misleading there actually was.
The idiotic idea to begin with.
Yeah,
the whole program, I mean, giving a bunch of guns to a bunch of these thugs, thinking you could then track them to even people who were worse thugs than the thugs they gave the guns to. It's just a child wouldn't do that.
It was really playing roulette with innocent people's lives, and have a border patrol agent murdered. Again, an idea like this made absolutely to me it made no sense.
Like Iran-Contra was a great idea, I thought, giving a bunch of weapons that were outdated to the Israelis. That was brilliant. So.
Well, that's what Ali North says. No?
Yeah, well, I agree with Oliver North. No. All right, 15 till they are. Another subject, presence in Australia. And he says, we're going to increase our military presence. Yeah, well, and Connell tried to tell me that we want people in that area in case, China jumps ugly or something, or wants their money back. But I don't know. How does that make any sense? Or am I...
Well, Australia is really one of our best allies. They're a great ally, and they are a very, very important strategic partner. I think the president is sending a signal to China to let them know that they're not going to just reign supreme in the Pacific, whether it involves Taiwan or Japan or Korea. And by stressing our alliance with Australia, he's basically sending a signal to China that we are keeping an eye on them. I don't expect any military problems to break out in an area, but I think it was a good diplomatic and strategic signal to send to the Chinese.
And is the president doing enough to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon if they don't already have it?
Well, there's only so much I can say. No, I don't think he is doing enough, and I think he missed an opportunity.
What do you mean there's only so much you can say? What does that mean?
I'm on the Intelligence Committee. You have to watch what I say, okay?
Well, that's a headline there that you're on an Intelligence Committee. Oh, my God.
And you're going to say
that. What a country.
No, actually,
that's wrong.
Some things I can't tell. Like, we do have a covert operation against you. We've implanted some seeds in your brain which make you act crazy, and we're trying to see how effective they are.
Well. So you're not going to tell me, in other words. You can't, I guess.
No, what I'm saying is I think the president should be doing more. And I think, we see how concerned the Israelis are. It is, to use a trite expression, it is a game changer. If Iran does get nuclear weapons, the Israelis have said they will never allow them. And Iran would have extraordinary influence. You combine the fact of the U.S. pulling all its troops out of Iraq, Iran possibly getting a nuclear weapon, and you make Iran a dominant power in that region. And during all the years that the Russians and the Chinese have had nuclear weapons, they are not, they were not madmen. They were not terrorist states. We had strong disagreements with them. They had horrible policies, but these were not madmen. This was not people like Ahmadinejad or Khomeini or the mad mullahs running a country which is what you would have with Iran. You would have madmen controlling nuclear weapons in the most volatile, unstable region in the world. And it's we have to do all we possibly can. I'm not sure that we are.
Finally, on the Republican side, who do you like who's running for president?
I'll probably end up supporting Mitt Romney. I would have supported Chris Christie. I would have supported Rudy Giuliani.
Rudy Giuliani?
Now, what's that?
No, Giuliani.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
If I turn New York around, it's because of Rudy Giuliani. You're able to walk the streets safely with Deirdre and Wyatt.
Okay.
By the way, with Zuccotti Park, how would you feel if your wife and kid were walking by and those dirtbags were throwing stuff at them? Anyway, getting back to president, I would probably end up endorsing
All right.
Mitt Romney. I don't want Newt Gingrich.
Okay, fine. Fine. That's just.
All right.
I'm telling you, ask me a question. I'm trying to answer it.
Thanks for being on the program. Thanks for being a good sport.
You're a good guy.
The conversation's over. Please hang the phone up.
But you're not as good as Bernard. Goodbye.
Please hang the phone up.
Bye.
All right, 12 minutes till the hour.